this is very important in reference to court cases, even when I was little, in reference to the government, bad people, whoever they are, the political families that trespassed on my father's company properties and my mother and father's property and grandparents' property. That has to be documented in the timeline of history and in museums. So in reference to the court cases and the police reports of all the times my mother and father had to call the police on dirty government that had trespassed on my mother and father's property, even back in the 60s, even before then, even back in the 1930s or 20s. It all has to be presented for, the public to know who these people are, how long they've been at their games of abuse and their activities of trying to steal from my grandparents and family history. And these people that tried to steal everything from me and my mother and father. And don't forget, my mother was a widow when these people murdered my mother. My father got murdered and then he was frozen, and then my mother got murdered and she was frozen, and I'd been injured several times. So we need a timeline of information. It's illegal for the government to be covering up that information. From the years of when these people trespassed on my father's property, these people, what they tried to say, what their excuses were, what their lies were, and what political families these people was from, or who these people are that snuck into the country and tried to play the claim jumping game, or the people trying to steal land and farmland and companies from my grandparents and mother and father and family history. It's got to be on a timeline. It's got to be documented. It's supposed to be documented in reference to the historic museums of America and international museums. Because everybody wants to know who these people are, where they came from, what families these people are from that are trying to hold me hostage, or the ones that's been holding me hostage, the ones that damaged my face and teeth. It's very important. Because if these people was claiming they were government people that are being paid American monies from the American Treasury, because government gets funded from the Treasury, it's very important to see how long these people have been doing these things. Inquiring minds want to know. People want to know in America. Never been hitting me in the teeth on this side for some odd reason. My teeth are my teeth. They're supposed to be there, and they're supposed to be beautiful, and they're not supposed to be damaged. What kind of accusations have you made up about damaging teeth, government man? The time and date is documented. It's documented when you broke the first tooth. My dental records have been on record. Even the Treasury has dental records of mine from when I was a little boy. And pictures of me when I was a little boy. Don't you? Treasury departments and Supreme Court. Just doesn't make no sense why these people are still getting away with burning me with satellites. Haven't received any compensation yet. I got kidnapped from California. Are they confused about who my parents are? Obviously, it says on those Treasury documents that it has to be publicly known who my biological parents are, and it has to be in the news media and documentaries. So why hasn't it been? Obviously, there's major problems with something in the history of media. Lots of things of importance. Rule protocol, my identity's in the media 24 hours a day. And you're violating my teeth. My teeth are documented as beautiful in the Royal Protocol. So when you damage the teeth, what was you trying to do? Trying to steal an American's identity, government man? Are you in politics trying to steal Americans' identities? You people have tried to steal my identity. We need to know the race and religion and the skin color and identity of any of these people that tried to steal my identity. You got to know everything. It has to be in the criminal museums too in America, whoever these people are.